this is MrConsideration. It's part 1 of my battle with EmuMan because it's really bloody long and I can't talk fast enough to upload it in one video thanks to Nazi YouTube's ridiculous 10-minute limit. So here we are. I leads my Driftblim, he leads with a Mesprit. I trick like a big numpty and he has a scarf. He managed to get a stealth rock off here. So we have this beautiful Mexican standoff where Driftblim and Mesprit stare each other down and, you know, try and force each other out by sheer hatred. Doesn't work, and eventually Driftblim, the gay little milkface that he is, he has to run away and let Claydol come in for free and set up my rocks. So it's reasonably equal so far. Read the description and I'll describe this battle in full because it's going to be very fast and very long. So I get my rocks up and switch Drapion, who's the MVP of this team in this match, and he yawns, immediately forcing me out. And he has quite a nice strategy here, just yawning on any potential switch in to bully opposing Pokemon out and rack up stealth rock damage with very little damage to his own Pokemon. It's quite a nice little strategy. As he has Protect, and thus I can't trick to him, so I just spam Shadow Ball. I was actually quite paranoid of Mesprit coming in again at that point. So he just wishes, taking my Shadow Balls easily, and I switch to my Venusaur on this turn. I think my intention here was to fight with Hidden Power Fire or threaten it out with what might be a Sludge Bomb or maybe to sleep, but nothing. I mean, this thing's basically scaring out my entire team at the moment. So I make a ballsy switch and bring in Magmortar on the Protect. Obviously that scares out, he goes straight to Mesprit, and he doesn't know I'm Scarfed at the moment, and luckily because of his own Scarf it remains concealed for a bit. So exchange attacks. He has Hidden Power Water, which is really bizarre, and does a lot to me. Luckily I survived just enough to come back in with Stealth Rocks, which is great, by 4 I think. Yeah, I always thought Magmortar should be an Ice type because he's a stone cold motherfucker. Terrible jokes aside, in comes Rhyperior, I run away like a big girl, and in comes Venusaur to scare that out, taking one of Rhyperior's ridiculously overpowered Stone Edges, and hanging on because Brute Root is a brute, and also a root, and he runs away. I go for the Sleep Powder, predicting something other than Rhyperior coming in, and manage to get Hitmontop to sleep, which is really nice. Here I just Leech Seed at random. I imagine Leafeon won't come in, because it won't like its cutesy little face burnt to death by Hidden Power Fire. So in comes Mismagius, which is the problem Pokemon of EmuMan's team for me. I get a Leech Seed on it, which is really good, because it can't set up with that constant health loss and sub. So I feel safe for now, and also Brute Root's being dragged back from the brink. I fire off a Leaf Storm just to break the sub, or maybe revenge it if it tries to Shadow Ball me. And all the time I'm getting extra Leech recovery, which brings Venusaur back from the brink of 7 health, which is really good. Yep, over half. I fucking hate this thing. Not Venusaur, I love Venusaur. I fucking hate Mismagius. It troubles me all match. Luckily here comes Leafeon again, the other bitch, and I bring in Drapion to wall any attack it makes, or maybe make a yawn. Here I go for the T-Spikes, because I just feel it's been long enough now. He surely doesn't have a poison type. And they cause massive trouble for his team, and really get on his tits for the entire match, which is lovely. Obviously he yawns, but I've got my second layer up now, and it means I have to switch Drapion out. He's starting to get a bit of a view of the pattern of this game. So I bring in Lead Zep as sleep fodder, because I imagine he'll yawn again this turn. I take a nasty chunk of Stealth Rock damage, but the Blimps lived out his usefulness. I try and trick just in case, and I switch out to Brute Root, who now can't be yawned out. I take a crit Leaf Blade, but it doesn't really matter because he can't 2KO me from there anyway. And I'm back in the game. He protects to scout my move. I go for Hidden Power, giving away I have Hidden Power Fire, although I imagine he thinks it's Hidden Power Ice at this point. And he just wishes, and otherwise. Here I Leech Seed, thinking he'd switch to Mismagius, And this turn I hit him power like a great spastic, and in comes Miss Majors. You've seen me do retarded things like that before. Yeah, but I'm really happy because I'm wearing it down, and then a wish brings it back from the brink, so that was a bit annoying. At this point I really feel not all confident. I feel my team's being worn down, I'm not really getting anywhere. Luckily, Drapion can scare this thing out easily. He thinks I crunch, I don't, but it's a pursuit. I don't, it's just nice to scare him out with it, and I whirlwind here, I think. I just really want to poison as much as I can from his team before Hitmontop manages to wake up and spin my stuff away. And getting this thing poisoned is great because they're pretty much always some sort of bulky wall defensive Pokemon. I remember it's really important for his team's overall strategy from watching his other match. And it's lovely to see it poison, take stealth up damage, and then be taunted. He avalanches for bugger all damage, and I decide to absorb the avalanche. I'll switch to my big threat sweeper for this team, which is my Feraligatr, which has a terrible nickname, and I cringe thinking back that I thought it was funny when I got it, but there we are. All in very bad taste. So the big fat ugly walrus avalanches me. I take it like a crocodile would, and Dragon Dance on the switch, which is actually a really stupid thing to do because I know Leafeon's going to come in, be toxic, but still wall me. That ridiculous 130 base defense. So I Dragon Dance and immediately switch, and I've revealed Feraligatr. But I suppose that's just more Pokemon toxic, which is nice. So I want Drapion to take the Leaf Blade with my resistance and physical bulk. Reasonably confident now that if I can wear down Leafeon, Feraligatr can sweep, and in doing so get rid of the big problem Pokemon for my team, which is Miss Majors. Leafeon continues its wishing and cheerful nonsense like that. My Whirlwind brings in Hitmontop, which is a bit risky for me because I'm very paranoid that it'll wake up and Rapid Spin. So I switch to Drifblim to block it and maybe stall out my sleep as well. Yeah, Drifblim's taking huge hits from Stealth Rock. Leafeon's wish comes true, healing it back to full, and I just try and trick, I think. I'm still asleep. So this was quite stupid actually. I'm giving him time to spread wish around his team. I was quite confident that eventually he'd run out of wish PP, which is a bit of a dead end strategy. He Leaf Blades, but it's not going to do much damage at all. Let's just activate his wish, and I doggedly pressing trick in the hope of catching something because I don't